The last train home. Theme: the value of time. Arjun was always busy. He worked in a big company in the city. Every morning, he left home before sunrise. Every night, he returned after his children were asleep. He hardly had time to eat breakfast with his wife, Meera, or play with his son Arav and daughter Naina. Arjun used to say, "I'm doing all this for them. One day, they will understand." But that, one day, never came. Each time Meera asked him to take a day off, Arjun replied, "Not now. Maybe next month." When Arav asked him to come to his school play, Arjun said, "I'll try, but I might be late." And when little Naina waited by the window for her papa to come home early, she often fell asleep holding her drawing, a picture of their family together in a park. It had never happened. One Friday evening, Meera planned a small birthday dinner for Arjun. The kids made cards. Meera cooked all his favorite food: paneer butter masala, jeera rice, and kheer. She called him at 5 p.m. "Will you be home by 7? "I'm in a meeting," he replied. "I'll call you back." But he didn't. He came home at 10:30 p.m. The living room was dark. On the table, cold food waited under a foil cover. A hand-drawn card lay beside the plate. "Happy birthday, Papa. I love you. Please come to my dance show, Naina." "Happy birthday, Dad. I scored 18 out of 20 in math, Arav." Arjun sat down, his heart heavy. He looked around: empty chairs, silence, and lost moments. 2 days later, on Sunday morning, Arjun's phone rang. It was his younger brother, Raghav, who lived in their hometown. "Bhaiya, it's Papa. He collapsed in the garden. We took him to the hospital. He's asking for you." Arjun's heart raced. His father, retired now, had always asked Arjun to visit, even for a weekend. But Arjun always said, "Work is busy, Papa. Maybe next month." Now he was rushing to catch the next train. But by the time he reached the hospital, it was too late. His father was gone. In his hand was an old photo: young Arjun sitting on his father's shoulders, laughing in the sun during the funeral. Raghav gave Arjun a small notebook their father used to write in. The first page read, "Life is not measured by how much money we make, but by how many memories we create." As Arjun flipped through the pages, he saw entries: "Arjun called today. Said he can't visit. I understand. But I miss him. I saw Arav's photo on Meera's WhatsApp. He's grown so tall. I just want to sit with Arjun under the neem tree again, like we used to." Tears rolled down Arjun's cheeks. His father hadn't wanted gifts. He had only wanted time. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the missed calls, ignored messages, postponed trips, and broken promises, all because he thought he had time. But now he knew, time doesn't wait. He returned home the next day, quieter than usual. Meera noticed. "Are you okay?" she asked. Arjun nodded slowly. "No, but I want to be." He walked into the kids' room. Arav was reading. Naina was coloring. Arjun sat down beside her. "Can I join you?" he asked. Naina looked up, surprised. "Really? You're not working?" "Not tonight," he said, hugging them both. "And not every night after this." On Monday morning, Arjun didn't leave at 6 a.m. like usual. Instead, he sat at the dining table sipping tea with Meera, something he hadn't done in months. "You're not going to office?" she asked. "I've taken a few days off," he replied. "There's a lot I've missed. I want to catch up." That morning, Arjun walked Arav and Naina to school. The kids smiled the entire way. Other parents glanced in surprise. Many had never seen Arjun during school drop-off. Later that afternoon, he sat with Meera in the garden. "I don't want to become a stranger in my own house," he said. "Work is important, but I forgot what I was working for." In the days that followed, Arjun began to change slowly. He still worked, but he started drawing clear boundaries. He kept his phone away during dinner. He went on walks with Meera. He helped Naina with her dance steps. He solved math problems with Arav. He even started writing letters to his late father in the same notebook. One evening, Arav said, "Papa, you've changed." Arjun smiled. "Is that good or bad?" "It's the best thing ever," Arav said and hugged him tightly. Those words felt better than any promotion. A few weeks later, Arjun was at the railway station to pick up his college friend, Samir. They hadn't met in years. As they waited for a tea stall to serve them, Samir said, "You've slowed down, Arjun." "In a good way. I used to run so fast that I forgot why I started running," Arjun replied. "I was chasing something that didn't matter as much. Money." "No," Arjun said. "Approval, status, fear of being left behind. But the real race is happening at home, inside hearts. And I was losing." Samir was quiet. Then he said, "That's rare to hear. Most people realize it too late." Arjun wasn't perfect. He still had deadlines, calls, and emails. But now, he planned things better. If a client wanted a late meeting, he offered an earlier time. If a weekend was free, he didn't fill it with errands, he filled it with moments. He began volunteering once a month at a local library for children who had no families. He'd tell stories, help with reading, things his father used to do for him. On his father's birth anniversary, Arjun planted a tree in their garden. Naina asked, "What will we call the tree?" He smiled. "Let's name it Samay, time. To remind us how precious it is." Year had passed. Arjun now kept a new journal. On the last page, he wrote a letter, not to anyone in particular, but to himself. It read, "Dear future Arjun, remember the time you said, later, and lost something forever. Don't forget that pain. You're not a machine. You're a son, husband, father, friend. Be present. Money can return. Promotions can wait. Time cannot. The moments that seem small, bedtime stories, holding hands, being there, they are the real wealth. Cherish them. With love, your better self." One evening, as Arjun and Mira sat watching the sunset, she asked, "Do you ever miss your old life?" Arjun held her hand and said, "I missed life when I was living it the wrong way. Now, I finally feel alive." The kids ran around the garden, laughing. The tree named Samay swayed gently in the breeze. Time had not stopped. But Arjun had finally learned how to hold it close, not in his watch, but in his heart.